Welcome back to the podcast. I hope you had an amazing weekend. We had homecoming in our small schools district this weekend. My son Ben is a junior and he took his girlfriend Kayla. He looks so handsome and she looks so beautiful in her pink dress. He decided to wear a bow tie, which was super cute. And I just can't believe that he's so grown up. It couldn't help me think, he was potty trained at 13 months, which is kind of odd and very young. And I thought, holy cow, like time slowed down. And now he's 16 and he's driving and he's going to homecoming and he has a job. So we had an amazing weekend. A new podcast episode drops every Monday, so please be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a single one. This week on my Instagram, we celebrated a Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse member. Go ahead, go over and check her out. Her name is Katie. Her story is motivating all of my listeners and followers to take action and join the clubhouse via the back door, which is to do a one-on-one consult with me, and then we flip you right into the clubhouse so that you go from fluff to buff. Katie was working hard in the gym, but was not seeing results because her nutrition was off. Head over to my Instagram at Kelly Counts Macros, counts with a K, and check out Katie's body comp transformation. Today, we will be discussing part two, how to remove the all or nothing mentality. If you didn't listen to part one, go back and give it a listen. Today, we will give you some actionable tips that you can apply so that perhaps you can continue on your weight loss journey without giving up after the first week. Inside the clubhouse, the monthly membership, we're going to be doing a December challenge called Defined December. So if you want to enter the back door to the clubhouse, I will put the link in the show notes. Otherwise, the clubhouse is not open to the public until June 2025. This past week, inside the Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse membership, we made pizza bowls. Saucy, cheesy, and full of flavor, perfect for meal prep, super easy. The recipes are clickable inside of the Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse and shoot right into the app. I do all the entering and mathing for you. So you make the recipe, decide on your portion size, feed your people, done. Always family-friendly meals and desserts inside of the monthly membership. Some big news coming up for the clubhouse and my members regarding the My Macros Plus app that we use to track. I cannot wait to tell you guys. You'll want to stay tuned for this. Be sure that you're following me on Instagram. If you love recipes and always want new ideas, always need variety, and want to lose weight, the clubhouse is for you. So stay tuned as I will be releasing the big news. Today, we will be talking about how to remove the all or nothing mentality. But first, I want to read a 5-star review of the podcast. Sherry Madrigal says, so helpful. I've listened to a lot of podcasts on fitness, but this one stands out. The episodes on counting macros are super informative, breaking everything down in a way that's easy to understand and apply. The tips on balancing nutrition with workouts have really helped me take my fitness routine to the next level. I love the practical advice and the motivating energy that keeps me pumped up every time I listen. Highly recommend this podcast to anyone looking to dial in their nutrition and fitness. Sherry, thank you so much. I know that you're one of my clubhouse members. You are helping me help more people. I read each and every review. If you wouldn't mind screenshotting the episode and posting on your story or social media and tagging me, I would really appreciate it. Who knows, maybe you will hear your review on the podcast. So, on to how to remove the all or nothing mentality, part two. If you did not listen to part one, be sure to go back and do so. Can I just say that perfection is prison? So, what I hear so often is the following: I have a hard time staying consistent, especially on the weekends. I also struggle with a throwing in the towel mentality if the day isn't perfect. Consistency is standing in the way of the body I desire. I want to get back on track week after week while still attending social gatherings, hosting friends, and eating out. I've not been able to get the results that I want because I'm always starting over again on Monday. I'm not planning ahead because I'm too busy running kids around on the weekend. So if this sounds familiar to you, listen up. This is for you. So summer's over. Everybody's back to school. There's more of a scheduled life, and perhaps you've attempted to go back to tracking on your own, but you need accountability. You work out 5 to 6 days a week, but you don't have any muscle definition. And perhaps you've tried intermittent fasting and macro counting before, but you just can't stick with it. So, my method that works like gangbusters is the good, better, best method when it comes to removing the all or nothing mentality. And I promised you on the last episode, I will share how this method worked for me. And it all started with a triple chocolate utopia from Dairy Queen. So, after I had Lola's now 13, I started macro counting because I was not getting the results that I wanted. And I loved it because I could fit in what I wanted to. And one of my big things was I loved this triple chocolate utopia from Dairy Queen. And basically, it's a layered parfait. So it has dark cocoa fudge and brownie bites, vanilla ice cream, and it's layered, and there's chocolate chunks in it, and it is delicious. So I started to think, how am I going to fit this into my macros? And I ended up doing it. So let's use that as an example. So I'll teach you how to navigate macro counting with the Dairy Queen in the good, better, best scenarios. So let's say you had a moment where a Dairy Queen triple chocolate utopia caught your eye, or maybe your hubby's, and you're navigating how to fit it into your macro goals without derailing your progress. So here's how the good, better, best method can guide you to make the most out of any situation, whether you plan for the indulgence or it came up unexpectedly. I hear that so often. Perhaps your neighbor came over and brought a bottle of wine, or perhaps your neighbor came over and brought you an apple pie, and you would feel rude if you didn't have a slice. So, the best scenario, pre-tracked and prepped for success. So, this is your ideal outcome, the best part of the method, the macro counting mastery scenario. You were craving that Dairy Queen treat, so you looked up the nutrition facts ahead of time and pre-tracked the triple chocolate utopia into your daily intake. So, calories 720, protein 16, carbs 94, fats 33. You logged it into your app, adjusted your other meals for the day, maybe lighter on calories, carbs, and fats, but heavier on protein. And you plan to work out because you know that always sets you up for a full day of success. Now you can enjoy every rich, chocolatey bite guilt-free because it fits in your plan perfectly. You didn't just satisfy a craving, you crushed your day with a strategy. Why it's game changing? You feel in control. You ate what you wanted, and your goals stayed on track. You lose weight. The scale does not go up on Monday. The planning makes you feel empowered, proving that indulgence and progress can coexist beautifully. Macro counting is effective and enjoyable. Okay, let's move on to the better scenario. Sharing is caring. Now, let's say the craving hit unexpectedly because your hubby wanted DQ after dinner. You didn't plan for it, but instead of going all in and eating the whole treat, you shared your Dairy Queen treat with him. You split that indulgence right down the middle. So that would be 360 calories, 8 grams of protein, 47 carbs, and 16.5 fats for your half of the treat. So, why is this game changing? Even though you didn't pre-plan, you made a conscious decision to share, cutting your intake while still enjoying the treat. Later, you tracked what you could, adjusted your meals as best as possible, and made sure the rest of your day was on point. And why is this also game changing? This method shows how you can stay flexible while making a better choice. Instead of overindulging, you found balance. You got to enjoy the moment with your husband without wrecking your progress, and you can still move forward in your goals. Okay, let's go over the good scenario. So let's say you indulged, you didn't track, but you stayed strong. So in this case, the Dairy Queen moment happened spur of the moment. You didn't track it, you didn't share it, you just ate the whole thing, plain and simple. But here is the key difference. Instead of letting it trigger an all or nothing mentality mindset where you say, screw it, and spiral into a day of reckless eating, you drew the line. You decided not to track the triple chocolate utopia this time, but you refused to let it become an excuse to sabotage the rest of the day. I hear this so often. So after indulging, you stayed mindful, went back to your regular meals, drank your water, still got in a solid workout. One indulgence didn't define your day or your progress. Why is it game changing? This scenario proves that one slip up doesn't have to derail you. You can indulge, own it, and still get back on track without guilt. So the key is not letting one decision open the door to a cascade of poor choices. Make your very next decision align with your goals. So, the game-changing method, the good, better, best. Here's why this is so powerful. It allows flexibility without sacrificing your long-term goals. You remove the guilt by reframing your choices in a way that still supports progress. It encourages progress over perfection, whether you perfectly tracked or simply stayed mindful. It teaches you that balance is the key to sustainability. By using my good, better, best, you're learning to celebrate the wins no matter where you fall on the spectrum. Each scenario offers growth from perfectly pre-planning your indulgence to simply staying on track after a spontaneous treat. Remember, this method is about making intentional choices. You have a choice that align with your goals, even when life throws cravings or surprises your way. No more all or nothing mindset, just consistent progress, one decision at a time. In the clubhouse, we have the mindset, the all or something mentality, and it's a game changer. So let's talk about good, better, best when navigating exercise with flexibility. We all know that staying active is crucial for achieving our goals, but ultimately, if weight loss is your goal, nutrition is the driver. But let's talk about exercise. Life happens, whether it's a crazy schedule, unexpected events, or just feeling off. Here's how to use the good, better, best mindset that can help you make progress no matter what when it comes to exercise. So, the best scenario, a full workout, it's planned, it was on your calendar, and it was completed. So, this is the gold standard for the day. You had a workout scheduled, let's say a 40-minute strength session followed by 20 minutes of walking after lunch. You set time aside, you prepped your workout gear, you got to the gym, made it to your basement, and crushed the entire workout. Every rep, every set, every minute of your walk was checked off your list. You felt strong, you stayed on task, and you finished the day like a total boss. So why it's game changing? You feel a sense of accomplishment because you followed through exactly as you had planned out. Your progress feels tangible, and the rush of the endorphins, oh, that's just the icing on the cake. So this is the best scenario because it's what you had originally set out to do and shows your dedication and consistency. So let's move on to the better scenario, the modified workout, but you still got it done. Okay. Life threw you a curveball. Maybe work ran late, your kids had unexpected needs, or your energy just wasn't there. You didn't have time for your full workout, but instead of skipping it entirely, you adjusted and squeezed in what you could. Maybe it was a 20-minute home workout or just the strength training portion, but you still moved your body and stayed committed. Let me give you an example. In December, we have a challenge coming up and we do 20 minutes. 20 minutes, that is it, because we know that December is super busy with Christmas, holiday events, wrapping, baking, shopping, all of the things, okay? But we are going to get defined in December instead of gaining 10 pounds from Thanksgiving to Christmas. And you can do that in 20 minutes. Okay. So you could have easily skipped it, but you choose to prioritize what you could in that moment. Maybe you didn't hit all your reps, or maybe you missed your after dinner walk, but you still got something done. So, why it's game changing? You made a better choice by doing what was manageable instead of skipping it altogether. This teaches you to stay consistent and flexible. So, even when life gets busy, you're still making progress. Every bit of effort adds up. Okay, let's move on to the good scenario. You didn't work out, but you stayed active. So let's say the day completely got away from you between meetings, family obligations, and just feeling mentally or physically drained. You didn't get your workout in at all, but here's the game changer. Instead of giving in to a sedentary day where you sit at your desk all day for work and then you have to take care of the kids, you made an intentional effort to stay active in other ways. Maybe you parked further away, you took the stairs at work, you played pickleball with your kids, you did some light stretching at home, or you went for a 10-minute walk during lunch. You didn't hit the gym, but you kept moving and didn't let the day become a total loss. So, why is it game changing? You didn't get your workout, but you didn't let that stop you from being mindful of your activity levels. This scenario shows that even on off days, you can still make choices that support your goals and prevent the all or nothing mentality. The day isn't ruined just because the workout did not happen. This is a game-changing method, the good, better, best. And here's why this approach to exercise is so effective. It removes the pressure of perfection and keeps you focused on progress. You develop a habit of consistency, even if it's not the full workout every time. Flexibility is built in so you can make decisions that align with your energy, your schedule, your life events, but still prioritizing your health. So, in the best scenario, you follow through perfectly, which is always a win. In the better scenario, you adapt to circumstances and still get something done, showing your ability to adjust and keep going. In the good scenario, you didn't work out, but stayed active, proving that every bit of movement counts. And there's no need to spiral into inactivity just because things didn't go as planned. So, by adopting the good, better, best mindset for exercise, you'll find that you're always making progress, no matter what life throws your way. We have game-changing workouts inside the monthly membership, the Kelly Counts Macros Clubhouse, along with the simplest meals even your family will enjoy. With the weekly check-ins, with me, you have the accountability piece in place, which is the most important part. These tools expedite your weight loss, hold you accountable, and keep you consistent, which is the magic pill for any goal that you have. If I could bottle up consistency and sell it in pill form, I would be a billionaire. Thank you all for tuning in. I would love for everyone to share this episode and tag me on my social media so that I can say thanks. Also, leaving a 5-star review on the podcast helps me help more people. Who knows? Maybe you will even hear your review here. It's time to get out of your own way, out of your own head. I can help simplify it all because I know you are busy, you don't have the time, there's so much info out there. Everything is wrapped up in a bow in the clubhouse. There is a back door to the clubhouse. I will put the link in the notes. You deserve to feel better in your own skin. That wraps up this episode of Kelly Counts Macros. Stay tuned for the big news with the My Macros Plus app and my involvement. You are going to love this update and this collaboration that will make recipes and tracking even easier. Now go out, keep it simple, and remember, you're always doing better than you think you are. Bye for now.